Former President Donald J. Trump stood alongside the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense at Arlington National Cemetery to honor the courageous men and women who gave their lives in defense of the United States. In a powerful and symbolic gesture, President Trump laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, a revered national monument dedicated to American service members who died without their remains ever being identified. The air was heavy with reverence as the ceremony unfolded beneath gray skies and a gentle breeze, reminding those in attendance of the weight of the occasion. A hush fell over the gathered crowd as a military bugler played taps, the solemn melody echoing through the rows of white marble headstones that tell the silent story of sacrifice across generations. In his remarks, President Trump spoke directly to the spirit of the nation, emphasizing the cost of freedom and the enduring responsibility of every American to remember those who laid down their lives for the values of democracy, liberty, and justice. This sacred ground is a reminder that the freedoms we enjoy today were paid for with the courage and sacrifice of brave patriots, he stated. We honor not only their memory but the burden carried by their families. On this day, we stand together not as Republicans or Democrats but as Americans, united in gratitude. The event was attended by veterans, military families, dignitaries, and members of the public who came from across the country to pay tribute. Many Gold Star families, those who have lost a loved one in military service, could be seen holding photos of their fallen relatives, their eyes filled with both pride and grief. The ceremony at Arlington was mirrored by commemorative events across the nation. From small-town parades to large-scale observances in major cities, Americans gathered to place flags on graves, share stories of heroism, and engage in acts of remembrance. Social media platforms were flooded with heartfelt tributes, photos of service members in uniform, and messages of appreciation for those who never returned home. National leaders, veterans groups, and advocates used the day to highlight not only the sacrifices of the fallen, but also the ongoing challenges faced by surviving military families. Many called for continued improvements in veterans' health care, mental health services, and financial support for those transitioning back to civilian life. Speeches throughout the day emphasized the idea that remembrance must extend beyond ceremony, it must be reflected in action. Several voices reminded the public that truly honoring the fallen means striving for peace, resolving conflict with wisdom, and supporting policies that prioritize diplomacy over warfare whenever possible. Memorial Day 2025 became more than a day of remembrance. It became a moment of national reflection, a time to pause and consider not just the past sacrifices of America's heroes, but the kind of future their sacrifices should help shape. One grounded in unity, peace, and a deeper sense of collective purpose.